You may be seated. Welcome to Nova Academy Early College High School 2017 Graduation and Celebration.
Bienvenidos a la graduación y celebración de Nova Academy Early College High School 2007.
Distinguished guests, Nova Academy Board of Directors, parents, families, faculty, staff members, and honored guests, we are excited, so excited, for this special day as our seniors embark upon some new journeys.
Distinguidos invitados, Nova Academy Mesa Directiva, padres, familiares, maestros, miembros del personal, invitados de honor. Estamos muy emocionados por este día tan especial en que nuestros estudiantes de último año embarcan en sus nuevas aventuras.
My name is Renee Lancaster, co-founder and CEO of Nova Academy Early College High School, and I am honored to be here today celebrating our seniors' achievements. I would like to introduce Mari Carmen Vargas, one of our seniors, who will give our invocation, followed by Pledge of Allegiance, led by Catherine Dorbar, who will serve our country in the United States Navy.
Please join me as I say a blessing for the class of 2017. As we graduate today, we ask for blessings in our life. From this day on, with goodness and love. We hope to stay true to our dreams, to use our gifts wisely, and to walk into the future with faith, hope, and great love. We ask for your guidance to help us move forward through every obstacle in our path.
Catherine Dorbar, correction.
Please stand as you are able. Place your right hand over your heart, and please join me in saying the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for the national anthem. Thank you, and God bless America.
You may be seated. The Praise Symphony Orchestra membership comprises of 45 musicians from over 20 different communities and churches in Southern California. They will be traveling to Chile this year to play. We have been blessed to have them perform on a volunteer basis at our graduation ceremony for the past 6 years. The Praise Symphony Orchestra wants our seniors to know that they are playing for your graduation in order to honor your achievements. Would you give them a big round of applause? Please hold your applause until the end of thanking the following special guests today. Dr. Donald Valor, Ambassador and founder of Nova Academy. Natalie Battersby, Principal Emeritus. Nova Academy Board of Directors. Dr. Stanford Asuci, Chairman of the Board. Brenda Gonzalez, Dr. Susan Garrett, Norm, and Karen Lester. A special thank you to Bettina Delis, I say your name every day, Commencement Ceremony Translator, and for Melissa Muir and Angie Duran. Thank you for all your help in the many weeks of preparation for the Grand Celebration Day. Seniors, would you please stand? I'm going to have you turn to the right twice and face the back of the auditorium. Go ahead. There are a group of amazing teachers and staff members who have walked alongside of you for 4 years. They have cheered, pushed, and guided you along with their love and unending support.
Hay un grupo de maestros asombrosos y miembros del colectivo de trabajo que han caminado al lado de ustedes por 4 años. Ellos los han animado, motivado y guiado a través de su amor, cuidado e innegociable apoyo.
Would you please give them a round of applause?
Podrían darle un aplauso.
Lastly, and most importantly, thank you to the families and parents who, no matter what, have stood by you.
Por último, y lo más importante, gracias a las familias y padres que han estado a su lado sin importarles nada.
Some days, you're not that nice to hang around, but most days, your parents stood in awe of you, loved you, cared for you, believed in you, and encouraged you to reach your dreams. Would you also thank them?
Algunas veces ustedes no fueron tan agradables para estar a su lado, pero la mayoría de los días ellos estuvieron asombrados, los amaron, los cuidaron, creyeron en ustedes y los motivaron a luchar para alcanzar sus sueños. ¿Podrían darles las gracias también?
You may turn around, seniors. Please sit down. The class of 2017 is a very special class. I know there's a lot of biases in the audience. The very first class to graduate from our new home. And this year again, you won the 2017 U.S. News and World Report Silver Medal for the best high schools in the nation.
La clase,
Without a doubt, you leave an indelible handprint in our hearts, in our hallways, and in our classrooms.
la clase de último año preparatorio del 2017 es muy especial. Es la primera clase en nuestro nuevo hogar que se gradúa. Y este año de nuevo volvieron a ganar la medalla de plata US News and World Report 2017 por ser la mejor escuela preparatoria en la nación. Sin duda, ustedes dejaron huellas inolvidables, imborrables en nuestros corazones, pasillos y salones.
Your family teachers, Miss Seth, Mrs. Lee, and Mrs. Carmody, have believed in you every step of the way. And like eagles, you will continue to soar to new heights. Did you know that your class, in the last 4 years accumulated over 1,022 college units on your transcripts with an average of 340 transferable college classes?
Sus maestros de familia, la señorita Seth, la señora Lee y la señora Carmody, creen en cada uno de ustedes y como águilas van a continuar remontándose a nuevas alturas. ¿Ustedes sabían que como clase ustedes acumularon más de 1,022 unidades de colegio con un averaje de 340 clases transferibles?
As a class, you saved over $50,000 in college textbooks and saved over $214,000 in tuition by completing these courses during your high school years.
Como clase, ustedes ahorraron $50,000 en libros de textos y $214,000 en matrícula porque completaron esos cursos durante sus años en high school.
So, what is our hope for you today? That you know how you are uniquely and wonderfully made and how much you are loved just the way you are.
Por lo tanto, ¿cuál es nuestra esperanza para ustedes hoy? Que sepan que son únicos y maravillosamente hechos y que son amados simplemente como son.
That you know that everyone grows and flourishes at different times in life, so please be patient with yourself as you figure out your own personal journey and niche in life.
Que cada uno de ustedes crezca y florezca en diferentes tiempos de su vida. Por lo tanto, sean pacientes con ustedes mismos mientras figuran su propia aventura y encuentran su propio propósito en la vida.
Our hope is when you are climbing a hill towards your goal and you hit an obstacle, and some of you already have and will continue, that you will pick yourself back up when you stumble and you fall.
Nuestro deseo es que cuando estén avanzando hacia su meta y encuentren o confronten un obstáculo, porque algunos de ustedes ya lo han tenido que enfrentar, que ustedes se puedan levantar y continuar hacia adelante.
Our hope for you is that you are quick to forgive yourself and even quicker to forgive others. Having the confidence to say you're sorry and mean it is probably one of the greatest attributes you could ever have in life.
Nuestro deseo para ustedes es que sean apresurados para perdonarse a sí mismos y aún más para perdonar a los otros, que tengan la confianza de pedir perdón con honestidad. Este es probablemente uno de los atributos más grandes que pueden tener en la vida.
In a world where it seems like there is so much hatred, injustice, and prejudice, we hope that you will be a bridge rather than a wall, that you will be a light in the darkness.
En un mundo donde parece haber mucho odio, injusticia y prejuicio, esperamos que ustedes sean puentes en vez de muros y que sean una luz en la oscuridad.
Our dream for you is that you continue to love others with compassion, continue to learn, stand up for what you believe, grow, love yourself and others the way God so perfectly loves you, and know that you are perfectly imperfect.
Nuestro sueño para ustedes es que continúen amando a los otros, a los demás con compasión, que continúen aprendiendo y creciendo, que se levanten y defiendan sus intereses en lo que creen, que continúen amándose a sí mismos, que continúen amando a los demás de la manera en que Dios los ama, perfectamente cuando no sean imperfectos.
Remember, sometimes taking the road less traveled makes all the difference. And if it doesn't challenge you, it will not change you. Persevere. Without pressure, there can be no diamonds.
Recuerden que muchas veces tomar el camino menos recorrido hace toda la diferencia, porque si no te reta, no te cambia. Persevera. Sin presión no pueden haber diamantes.
And you are our diamonds.
Y ustedes son nuestros diamantes.
Now I would like to introduce our principal, Dr. Andrea Brumbaugh. I am so grateful for her leadership, wisdom of experience, and guidance as we continue to provide new experiences and access to higher learning for every student. Would you please welcome Dr. Andrea Brumbaugh.
Ahora me gustaría presentarles a nuestra directora, la doctora Andrea Brumbaugh. Estoy muy agradecida por su liderazgo, sabiduría, experiencia y guianza, mientras continuamos proveyendo nuevas experiencias elevadas y más acceso o aprendizaje más riguroso para cada estudiante.
The class of 2017 is a formidable one. As Tricia Cunningham said, the individual who says it is not possible should move out of the way of those doing it. That statement captures my view of this class, a group of strong, motivated, and talented individuals. While all of us become distracted at times, and we all lose heart now and then, this class overwhelmingly holds the belief that they can. To complete over 1,000 college credits while still in high school is no small task. Many overachievers comprise this class. Regardless of the college or university they have chosen for next year, these students have options, and because of their determination, have doors open to them. To the students graduating, you are bright and you have strength. Some of you may be thinking that I am not speaking to you, that these words only apply to others. You may have noticed the Albert Einstein quote displayed during Mr. Mogg's art show last week. It was, "Everybody is a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it is stupid." Each of you has talents and gifts. If you have not found them yet, it is just a matter of time. I encourage you to explore them. Whether you soared at Nova or felt you just got by, there will be times when you will see yourself as not strong enough, not smart enough, and not talented enough. You will think this because you will see other people in your classes who seem stronger, smarter, wiser, and more talented. It is human nature to compare ourselves to the others around us. Remember, when you do not perform as well as you would like, what Winston Churchill said: success is not failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. And when you try and fail, remember, Thomas Edison said, "I have not failed. I simply found 10,000 ways that won't work." It is the courage and determination to keep going that separates the most successful from the rest. Dale Carnegie said, "Develop success from failures. Discouragement and failures are two of the surest stepping stones to success." I am honored to be celebrating with you, and I am confident that great things await you. Hard work, yes, but with determination, much is possible for this class. Wherever your dreams take you, I hope you will remember your time at Nova fondly, and I wish you all the best in your future endeavors. At this time, I would like to ask Ms. Gonzalez and Dr. Garrett to assist me as we invite our salutatorian, Salma Alba, to the stage.
Well, hello everyone. Wow, I look into this crowd and it blows my mind that these past 4 years have passed so fast. I see into this crowd of faces and I see that you guys have all grown. Well, except me, because I'm still the same height. But whether I have not grown much physically, I have grown as an individual. And as I look back at these past 4 years, the only word that comes to mind is the word gratitude. This 3-syllable word means so much to me. Like Christian Armstrong once said, when we focus on our gratitude, the tide of disappointment goes out and the tide of love rushes in. Feeling gratitude and not expressing it, for me, is like a present and not giving it. So today, I want to express my gratitude for every person who has come into my life, for every opportunity open for me, for everything. I want to begin by expressing this gratitude to my first teachers and my biggest support unit, my family. Thank you for always believing in me and supporting me in whatever insane idea gets into my head. For all of the immense support day in and day out, for everything that you have done for me. Thank you for staying up with me in those tireless nights. You always keep me grounded and focused. But most importantly, thank you and thank God for all your unconditional love. Now, I want to express my sincere gratitude for this institution, Nova Academy Early College High School, who has given a lot for not only me, but for all of the students sitting here today. From free college courses to support to education. I want to thank the teachers and staff for their time and dedication, for their passion for teaching and their willingness to share their knowledge with us, for consuming themselves like a candle so that our path is lit up. After all, to teach is to touch lives forever. Get it? 2 + 2 = 4. But there is one teacher in particular I want to recognize here today, Miss Carmody. Thank you for your support and encouragement. It has meant a lot to me. Thank you for believing in my abilities, for being one of my biggest cheerleaders here at school. She has been there for me in any circumstance imaginable. It has been an honor being part of the Carmody family. I would also want to extend my gratitude for the Ambassador Program and Mrs. Espinosa, who has helped me become a full leader. Now, I must also include all of you sitting here in front of me today. I want to thank you for all your support and encouragement. It has meant a lot to me, for your friendships, and most importantly, for the memories together, which I will always cherish forever. Especially to my friends, who have taught me not to grumble because roses have thorns, but to be grateful because the thorns have roses. This chapter in my life has now come to a resounding end, and soon I will begin writing a new one, like all of you sitting here today. And if it means starting from ground zero, I'm fine with it. I was once told that high school years were the best years of your life, but that was a lie. Don't take me the wrong way. Don't take me the wrong way. High school has had some of the best experiences and moments from my life. It contains many of my tears, my lack of sleep, even my blood, but also my smiles and laughs. I hate to get emotional here, but soon everything is just gonna be memories. High school is just a test run before we are actually let go into the world by ourselves. We are going to start fresh. Everything has been put on reset. So now, it's up to us to take the world by storm. We all make mistakes, but mistakes happen for a reason, and that is to learn from them. I'm sending all of you positive vibes because I know, standing up here, all of the potential you guys have. I know you guys are going to accomplish great things, no matter where life takes you. Just remember, the sky is the limit. So class of 2017, I don't know if the world is ready for us, but we're coming. It's been an honor being your 2017 salutatorian. Thank you.
Thank you, Soma. I would like to take a moment and talk about a very special person in the history of Nova Academy. This person came to our school as a brand new teacher over 8 years ago. This person is a team player, selfless, great work ethic, continually willing to learn and grow, and consistently looking to what is best for students, faculty, and staff members. You want to work alongside her because you know you will receive the very best from her efforts. This person is a true leader who demonstrates characteristics like humility, compassion, truthfulness, kindness, and gratefulness. This person has a passion for teaching and a pedagogy that has helped support our school's curriculum and professional development. In appreciation for your dedication and commitment for the past 8 years, we want to honor you today with our most prestigious award, the Community Soaring Eagle Award goes to our Assistant Principal, Miss Katie McGilvery. Would you please stand with me? Would you, seniors, please stand with me and give Mrs. McGilvery a standing ovation. That was hard. Thank you.
Dr. Sanford Osuji, please join me in welcoming our valedictorian, Gabby Rios, for her address. Seniors, you may be seated.
We're here. It's surreal, but we've actually did it. Each and every one of us deserves to be sitting in this room today. The students who have invested everything from countless sleepless nights to days' worth of procrastination. The parents who have stood by their child day in and day out to watch them cross the stage and go on to do even greater things still. And the faculty that has believed in us even when senioritis was at its peak, pushing us to finish up until this last Friday and being there for us in a place some of us consider a second home. Mama Seth, this one's for you. I'd say we've outdone ourselves, but we've always been an outstanding class. From the first day we walked into Old Nova, everyone knew we were something else. We fit right into the Nova atmosphere, sitting in the auditorium where tiles allegedly fell on people. Our only care then was to clap on time for our classmates when their names were pulled from the pile of Eagle Wings. Today, we'll be cheering them on just as we did then, but this time as they walk up here and receive the diplomas they've earned. We're a class that has always gone above and beyond expectations, and that's saying a lot given Nova was built on high expectations. We got together to play with bubbles and chalk and water balloons in the parking lot whenever we got a chance. We have always been a family. We have our ups and downs like actual families, but we can always stand together when it matters. We're a class that has always stood united and has defended what we believe in, regardless of how others may perceive us. We're the last class composed of 90s kids, and I'm sure you've all heard this enough already this year. I mention it in part so that we can reminisce about our childhoods, but there's more to this point. I mention it because it speaks to who we are as a generation. We were born in a period of transition, and I feel that that has greatly impacted who we are today, our values and our beliefs. We were able to appreciate the times our parents knew, even if it was only brief, and we were the first to experience the technological shift our younger siblings take for granted. We learned to love the old and value the new. We learned to cheer on the great things going on around us and rush to help when things are not as great. We witnessed so many great things happen, so much change to progress and be better people. But with these changes, we've also witnessed the resistance to change and the ways change cannot be achieved. We've watched the riots, bombings, tragedies, and catastrophes. We witnessed change, and we've witnessed history repeat itself in the worst ways possible. And though they may think it's pushing us back, it's only made us stronger. If you let people's perception of you dictate your behavior, you will never grow as a person. A quote that has never been truer. The racist slurs and stereotypical accusations have never derailed us from what we set our minds to. In fact, they've motivated us to prove them wrong, and rather than only seeking our benefit, we look out for others as well. As Ms. B said to me earlier last week, we come up, and instead of stepping on others to do so, we reach behind us and help the next person as well. That's the kind of class we are, the kind that will make a difference, whether it be in our own lives or the lives of others. I'm sure you're all anxious to leave already and celebrate with your loved ones. I am too. But before we leave, I want you all to remember that we're all on our way to do great things, whether it be continuing our education, serving our country, or taking time to figure things out. Let's make it count. Thank you, class of 2017. It's an honor to have been your valedictorian.
I have the honor now to introduce our keynote speaker, Miss Natalie Battersby. Natalie Battersby's career in education has spanned more than 48 years. Natalie has served as founding principal and now senior educational consultant for Nova Academy for over 10 years. Natalie retired in 2003, After 41 years as an educator with Los Angeles Unified School District, with her last 23 years as principal. She is also an associate of the prestigious Floral, Stevens, and Associates Research Group. She consults regularly with various agencies from a variety of fields to help create educational and developmental solutions to the serious problems impacting today's youth. Natalie is experienced in so many things, but she has a special pedagogy for curriculum development, organizational management, and professional development. Natalie and her daughter are business partners in their educational consulting firm, which is based in Los Angeles. Born, this is a lot of people don't know, in Colorado Springs and raised in Los Angeles, Natalie is the mother of 3 children. She holds a Bachelor's of Science in Clinical Psychology, a Bachelor's of Art in Education from Pepperdine University, and a Master's of Art in Education and a Master's of Science in Psychopathology from Colorado College, and has completed her coursework for her PhD in Educational Psychology. Natalie has received numerous awards for notable achievement in the fields of education and various areas of social and community service. She is an avid community activist and active within her church and numerous community-based organizations. She is an eagle. Would you please join me in welcoming Miss Natalie Battersby to the podium?
Thank you, Renee. For a moment there, I was trying to figure out who she was talking about. Good afternoon, graduates. Oh, let's try that again. Good afternoon, graduates. On this day and during this time, we have come to celebrate those of you who have taken the risk and pursued their goals of graduating high school. Life is filled with accomplishments, both big and small, and all deserve to be recognized, acknowledged, and celebrated. That's the first insight I want to leave you with this afternoon. Some of you have traveled far to get here this evening. Some of you have traveled to see a loved one graduate, and some of you are that graduate. My, what a long journey it has been for you to sit in the seat you're sitting in now. Take a moment. First, acknowledge yourself for doing what it took you to get to this day. All the plans you had to make, all the money that you and your parents had to spend, the conditions, the collaboration, the coordination you had to do, all the pieces and parts that worked and those that didn't. In truth, you have done an outstanding job. Now turn to the person next to you and congratulate them for making it here today. You have no idea what it took for them to get here, but they have no idea what it took for you to get here either. So congratulate each other anyway without judgment. They made it, and so did you. Now this is interesting. A graduation is a ceremony where a commencement speaker, like me, spends 10 minutes talking to 80-plus students dressed in identical caps and gowns about the tremendous value of individuality in success. I cannot tell you the absolute key to success, but I can certainly tell you one of the keys to failure is trying to please everyone. Life is much like today, filled with moments and opportunities to acknowledge oneself and to commend others for their efforts. Others who won't even know what it really took you to do what you did, and vice versa. Nor will they realize the road you traveled, but that's okay. In this 21st century, it is you sitting in those seats who will determine what you will and will not spend your energy, effort, passion, and contributions on. You are the one who will determine your fate. You have the ultimate power to determine your destiny. I once stood where you are 60 years ago, and I look at some of you shaking your head and saying, "You mean they had graduations way back then?" Yes, we had graduations way back then. And my dreams were to become a renowned surgeon, to cure everybody, even though I wasn't God. I had planned my future carefully. I had taken all the math and science courses I needed. I had an A average. I was ready to go, waiting for graduation day. About 2 weeks before graduation, I got a call from my counselor who asked me to come to her office. She said, "Natalie, you are in danger of not graduating." I said, "What? How could I not be graduating? I've got an A average and I've done everything I'm supposed to do." She said, "Well, your biology teacher said you failed to do one of the requirements in her class. You failed to dissect and label the rabbit." I said, "Are you kidding me? I'm not dissecting a rabbit. It's nasty and bloody. Besides, I can't stand the sight of blood." The counselor looked at me and shook her head. "You want to be a surgeon?" Well, anyway, enough about my life. And by the way, I did end up dissecting the dumb rabbit. Although I did what a lot of you have done, I did my best to try and get out of it. I learned one serious thing. I have to face my obstacles. This was my first experience at a roadblock. Face your obstacles and roadblocks that require change. Sometimes you have to rethink your goals, rethink them, and move forward. Learn from that experience. I have a couple of suggestions for you all today. Number one, understand what is important to you and learn to value most in life your relationships. At the end of the day, it's your relationships that are going to matter the most. Not the money you make, but the relationships and the people. Choose wisely whom you will surround yourselves with and make sure that they have the same ideals and beliefs that you have. Learn to let go with ease and grace to a past that no longer serves you or to anyone negative that you meet. Learn how to say no to those people and places and things that no longer feel good or supportive to you. Release them with blessings, good wishes, and close those chapters that need to end as quickly and as gracefully as you can. Don't be afraid to fail. That's my greatest message. When you are free from self-doubt, you fail better because you're willing then to listen to criticism. You do not become so preoccupied with that failure that you forget how to learn from it, grow from it, and move on. When you believe in yourself, you succeed better. Hours spent questioning, doubting, and fearing can better be spent working, exploring, and living. As you graduate, take on challenges. Chances are you will not be making $1 million bucks on your first job. In fact, you may not even get the first, second, or third interviews. You may never become you may never become the CEO of a Fortune 500 company. But then again, you may. Who's to know? Who's to decide? The important thing is that you've already taken the initial steps that were needed to build for yourself a promising future. Every class that you've taken, every lab that you've had, every single grade that you've gotten have been preparing you to adapt to your challenges and changes, especially those 745 classes or those college classes or AP classes that you thought were going to kill you. I know those were tough, but as you know, it's a tough world out there and nothing's handed to you. You will earn everything you get. People, companies, and systems will continue to support you. Some will test you, some will disappoint you, and some will challenge you, but believe in yourself. Mark Zuckerberg, CEO and founder of Facebook, created a social network platform which is credited with transforming how millions of us interact. He was not always heralded as a brilliant young man, but few people can rival Mark in his desire to change our world through the innovative use of technology. In middle school, he was thought to be quite a strange boy. His ideas were not readily accepted in the beginning, but as you can see, Mark didn't let criticism define him. He forged ahead. It is you who will decide how to handle each hurdle, each obstacle in your life. I know you can. I believe in you. Do not minimize yourself or the impact you have on the world. If you think you're too small to make a difference, think about what would happen if you had a mosquito in the bed. Small, but powerful, and can really make a difference in how you react. You've taken a big step toward your future. You've taken the step toward bettering your family and your community. You have worked hard and spent months learning new skill sets. Our complex technical world requires education and skills that were never needed before in the past, but they're needed now. Ultimately, your well-educated class, your generation, will benefit all of us in the future. Today, I want you to remember that you are all still learning, whether you're 16 or 91, and that learning and living is something that you do actively every day. Do your best you can to live the life that you imagine. Remember to acknowledge yourself and examine often your life to be sure it's the one you enjoy. Many people find it challenging just to be themselves. I ask you today to be willing to be vulnerable, to take risks, and to be who you are. You are not only a force for your future, but you will lead companies, you will lead governments, and you will lead societies of our futures too. So I thank you. I acknowledge you for getting to this moment, no matter how you got here. I know some of you have a special thank you for Google, Wikipedia, and the guy who invented copy and paste. But all kidding aside, you are here and you did it. I ask you to do these few things. Live your life with an attitude of gratitude. Take delight in honoring others. Give generously and selflessly and without expectation of return. Give gifts of praise, patience, and respect. Recognize your blessings and be thankful and appreciate the many gifts that are given to you by others. I know you've already done it, but I would like personally to thank the amazing, incredible people who hold up this awesome institution, and that is the principals, the administration, and the incredible teachers of Nova Academy. I've been an educator for 53 years, and I've never known a group of teachers who were more qualified, more committed, more caring, and more loving than the ones we have at Nova. How do you thank those hands that cuddled you as babies and held your hands and helped you learn to walk? Those hands have continued to help you through the years in countless ways. So I just want to thank your parents and your families for their never-ending commitment to each of you. Lastly, I ask you this, and I leave you with these words. Remember to dream. Have faith in your dreams, and let that faith inspire you to action. Dreams are not realized in the microwave. They are slow cooked on top of the stove, and sometimes they burn and boil over, and you have to start all over again. But don't lose sight of your dreams when failure rears its ugly head. The ingredient you need most of all to complete your dream dish is perseverance. As poet Langston Hughes said, hold fast to your dreams, for if dreams die, life is a broken-winged bird that cannot fly. I wish you blessings for years to come. I wish you happiness and success, but most of all, I wish you love.
Thank you, Mrs. Battersby. It is now my special honor to certify that each of these graduates has met Nova Academy's requirements and the curriculum approved by the state of California for graduation. I would like to introduce Mrs. Meir and Mrs. McGilvery, who will be reading our graduate names.
Miss Gabriela Rios.
Salma Alba.
Joseph Alvarez Medel.
Alexis Anaya.
Andrea Ayala.
Diana Bahena.
Kimberly Bahena.
Hilda Barreto Zavaleta.
Jason Bendezu.
Angel Calderon.
Amanda Luz Cervantes.
Graciela Comparan.
Darlene Cornejo.
Brenda Cruz.
Donovan Cruz.
Johnny Cruz III.
Talita Kumi de Santiago.
Juliana Diaz.
Laura Diaz.
Maritza Diaz.
Catherine Dorbar.
Xiomar Fuentes.
Ruby Gama.
Abigail Garcia.
Leslie Garcia.
Melissa Garcia.
Zachariah Gomez.
Emily Gonzalez.
Eduardo Guerra.
Hugo Hernandez.
George Hernandez.
Stacy Hernandez.
Giovanni Ibarra.
Stephanie Jasso.
Jasmine Jimenez.
Lamberto Lázaro.
Veronica Lazaro.
Adrian Leal.
Areli Lopez.
Emilia Lopez.
Guadalupe Luna.
Daniel Magana.
Andrea Martinez.
Brian Martinez.
Dinah Martinez.
Ivan Martinez.
Janet Martinez.
Leodan Martinez.
Lizbeth Martinez.
Hania Medina.
Xavier Mejia.
Melissa Mendoza.
Jasmine Mora.
Sarai Mora.
Jennifer Moran Reyes.
Kareem Moreno.
Jennifer Neary.
Anthony Nguyen.
Brian Ortiz.
Cynthia Oseguera.
Kiri Pacheco.
Alexander Park.
Daisy Perez.
Kevin Pineda.
Angelica Quiroz.
Andrea Rodriguez.
Fabiola Rodriguez.
Madeline Rodriguez.
Miguel Rodriguez.
Alma Rojas.
Jose Romero.
Brenda Sanabria.
Dante Sanchez.
Amy Cerratos.
Lizette Silva.
Shirley Silva.
Edgar Valdez.
Michael Valencia.
Leslie Varela.
Mari Carmen Vargas.
Reina Velasquez.
Fernanda Villanueva.
At this time, I would like to invite our ASB President, Andrea Ayala, to the stage.
Administration, faculty, parents, and friends. I am Andrea Ayala, President of Nova Academy's ASB. As a member of the graduating class of 2017, it is my honor to accept these diplomas. There aren't enough words to describe how amazing these past 4 years have been. We worked hard to complete all of our graduation requirements and made some good memories along the way. We took our school by storm, and it truly paid off. But before I finish, I just want to make a little shout out to my parents. Los quiero mucho, and thank you for everything. Guys, we did it. We're done. Thank you and congratulations to the class of 2017.
Class of 2017, please stand. Guests, I would like to present the class of 2017. Graduates, you may now move your tassels from right to left. I would like to thank everyone for attending today's ceremony. Guests, please remain seated until our graduates have recessed.
Quisiera darle las gracias a todos los que asistieron hoy a la ceremonia. Invitados, por favor, manténganse sentados hasta que la clase de graduados salga.